Good afternoon, wherever you are, to all my followers, the likes, and the subscribers. Please subscribe to this podcast so that we should give you the outlook about the African developments, particularly. Today, I would like to highlight the initiative taken by the President of Namibia, Me Nandi Ndwabi. The woman is very brave, but she's politically matured and she knows exactly what is to happen to Africa. She's not afraid. She's not being intimidated by the imperialists and the likes. The president of Namibia is making good strides, not for the sake of Namibia, not for the sake of SADC, but for the sake of Africa as a whole, because what Africa needs now is unity of purpose. Amongst other things that need to be dealt with, which are very, very critical and sensitive, is to how do we do away with the imposed colonial borders, because those were not our decisions. Those were the decisions of 1884, 1885, Berlin Conference, and so forth, when Africa was torn apart. So all those things are the fundamental things that need to be addressed in order to cement the much desired unity of Africa. However, people like Menandipa, the president of Namibia, have shown themselves to be the people who want to be in the forefront of achieving this long desired, aspired dream of one Africa, one nation. So these are the building blocks of this journey, which has been started and solidified in the Sahel region. Again, I want to cross now to the neighbor, that is Botswana, President Duma Boko. He's a characteristic young man, vibrant, but his outlook also shows that Africa is talented. At some stage, the hope was beginning to fade that Africa is gone forever to the doldrums. But here are people, here are young men who are determined to stand for Africa. Equally, President of Botswana has also taken the right step. Reboko for Botswana mo re a go lebogela thata rra o tiise gape re nyaka gore le selonyana seo se le ko mogodisane foo se tloge rra, mme dikgato tsa gago mo kgololesegong ya Afrika e a utlwagala rra, re utlwa re ntse re le mo Afrika Borwa, mme re a go tshegetsa rra. Botswana, my second home, we have taken the step that Africa requires. Let us unite, as they have already indicated that our unity revolves around us. And there's a tendency which I don't like in these latest developments. The tendency is that we must try to work individually as Africans. No, we want serious production, trade, and everything. All should be hubs where the every with wherewithal that Africa needs in its unity must be centralized in the various parts of this continent. Anyway, you put one brick and then the others will follow. Indeed, we are following, even though there are those who still believe that the imperialists and the Western world can be our friends. Those people are not our friends. Those people are our antagonists, because what they are wishing for this continent is an opposite of what this continent requires. Africa needs to be free. Africa needs to unite. And Africa needs to win its battle against imperialism. Imperialism is a falling system, and it's on the downslope, and nobody can save it. If you don't believe it, let me tell you something. In Zulu, bathi kusuke eyezichwe down in America. UTrump no Elon Musk isibambene ngeyihluta asazi kozala ngomoni, kodwa-ke that is not our war. Our war is in Africa. In Africa, we need to unite, and unite for a purpose of making Africa work, making Africa self-reliant. We have all the minerals, and people have been stealing, but the more they steal, is the more we have more. Therefore, let us make use of this more that we have. And that begins with the unity of the people of Africa. Colonialism left us with a number of scars. Self-hate, hate for your African brother, hate for, you think the problem is with your African brother. No, the problem is not with your African brother. You can fight your African brother, but that will not solve the major problem that you need to solve with the very brother that you want to fight. So let us learn how to handle contradictions. Let us learn how to deal with corruption, because corruption is one of the enemies of the African unity. Therefore, let us strive to deal with the real fundamental issues instead of scrapping one another and then our enemies looking upon us and saying, look at them, they are fighting among themselves. There is no more time to fight amongst yourself. Many people have fought their brothers trying to achieve whatever they were intending, but that did not solve the major problem. Now, the major problem has found a solution in the form of my captain, President Ibrahim Traore, and the members of the AES in the Sahel region. Others that have not followed, or let me not forget even the President of Guinea, who has also taken that line. So the church is growing, or the movement, or the direction is becoming bigger and bigger. So let us make it bigger. Let us all contribute in various ways, from SADC to Cairo. Let us see to it that we fight to preserve the unity of Africa. Once we have done that, half the battle is won. The rest, the other contradictions, will be minor. We will be able to solve them and give them African solutions. For instance, today we are fighting over borders that were imposed upon us. Where will that take us? It means we feel that they were right, those borders. No, they were not right, because what they were fueling, or what they are fueling, is just tribalism. We should look upon tribalism, won't take us anywhere. It has never won, or it will never win any battle for an African. So it is good for an African to look at his fellow African in the same eyes, with one purpose: to unite and to defeat the enemy that wants to oppress our future generations, our children, our grandchildren, and so forth. I think so far I have made a lot of ground trying to cover what is at hand right now. There are many things happening. These are the exciting times in Africa. If you don't see, hore Africa wa khalema, khalema Namibia, khalema, khalema Botswana, khalema, khalema Guinea, khalema. Africa is growing day by day until it unites and achieves the aims and the objectives of the forefathers of this continent. Viva Africa, one nation. Thank you very much.